What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing today? Welcome to a new episode of Phenomenal Reviews. I, of course, am your host, Nick Smith, and this is my review for the movie directed by the comedian himself, Jordan Peele. This is my review for his movie, Get Out. Now, this movie, I was actually very surprised. I have been wanting to watch this movie ever since I saw a trailer for it in the movie Ouija Origins of Evil, which that review is going to be coming as soon as I can get my hands on the film. I promise. But this movie was actually very good, and when I was watching the film, a lot of things stuck out in my head, and it made me think of something that I have seen before, and I just got like this really weird vibe. And throughout the movie, I was just like, what is it that makes me think of this movie? Yeah, pretty much. So, this movie made me feel like this was kind of like Resident Evil 7 brought to the big screen, but without all the zombies and stuff. And I'm going to go and I'm going to give off reasons why I felt that. Now, this is going to contain some spoilers, so if you do not want to know what happens in the movie Get Out, or if you do not want to know why this gave me a Resident Evil 7 vibe, you're going to want to leave the video now because I'm going to go into some spoilers. So if you guys are ready, for those who stayed, let's get going. So, okay, Get Out is the movie about a black guy named Chris who is dating a white woman, and I'm sorry if that offended anybody, but I don't remember their girlfriend's name. We're just gonna call her, you know what, we'll call her Haley. Haley has been dating Chris for about 4 months, so she's like, hey, you know what, it's time for you to meet my family, and like this movie deals a lot with the issue of, oh, it's a mixed relationship, it's not a same race relationship, if you will. And so, you know, she's like, are you sure you want to go? I mean, I promise my family's not racist. And it's like, you get the feeling that Haley is wanting to make Chris feel comfortable, but he's like, hey, baby, it's okay. You know, we're gonna get through this. I'm okay with it. You know, let's just meet your family. So it's like, okay. And throughout the movie, I just got this Resident Evil 7 vibe, and here's why. And this is also going to contain some spoilers for Resident Evil 7 if you have not played it. So also, you're gonna want to leave if you don't want spoilers. So the whole thing with this is, one, you have somebody going to kind of go see a girlfriend's family. Even though in Resident Evil 7 it's different, it just felt similar to me. And the house is in the middle of nowhere. Check. There's a lot of weird things going on that the girlfriend has not told him. Check. You have weird family members, but for some reason she acts kind of normal. Check. And there's just a lot of other creepy stuff that everybody seems to be okay with that nobody finds strange, but for some reason you do. Kinda check. And just like the kind of, also like the environment also kind of gave me a Resident Evil 7 vibe. Also, there's a big house, so check. But like throughout the whole entire thing, I was like, this is Resident Evil 7, isn't it? I mean, hey, if Jordan Peele is a big Resident Evil fan, props to you. But like this movie had a lot of suspense, a lot of terror, and that comes with the atmosphere and the family members themselves. Because like when Chris gets there, you know, like things kind of seem normal. Like as he notices, he sees a black person working for a white family as like as a gardensman, and thought, oh well, you know, we hired him years ago, and you know, he, like, we've just kept him, and you know, like we've paid him and all that kind of stuff. And then he sees the maid, and then they say, oh, it's the same thing, you know, they've been with us for so many years. We hired them to take care of our parents, and then when they died, we just didn't want to let them go. You know, we just offered them to stay, and they've been with us ever since. So they try to make it seem normal, but as Chris starts discovering things and spending time with the family members, he starts noticing that something's not right. And whenever he goes and tells the girlfriend, obviously she's like, well, I mean, you know, that's just how they are. Her brother's a freaking psychopath. Her dad and her mom you know, they just act a certain way towards Chris, and so, like, you know, he starts being like, it's nothing really, and he calls his friend Rudd, who, his friend Rudd is hilarious. I don't know the actor's name, but he just plays such a funny part with him trying to figure things out. And then there's a funny scene, this is only like the one thing I'm going to spoil. It's funny when he goes to the police and he tells them what's going on, and then she brings 2 other people, and it's, okay, sir, exactly how you told me, tell them what's going on. And then when he told them, she was like, and you guys say I don't do anything for you. This guy was funny. His dialogue was funny. The dialogue between him and Chris is hilarious. There's good chemistry in this movie, especially between the guy who plays Chris and the woman who plays Haley. There's a lot of good chemistry with this movie. It really works. And then, like, when the twist hits, there is a twist, it's really, really messed up and weird, but it's not like a cure for wellness weird to where I wanted to get up and leave. No. I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. But that's what a good horror movie does. And the whole entire thing of how Jordan Peele got the idea for this movie was he based this movie on the fact of like how it's awkward being the only black guy in the room with a room full of white people, I guess. But after thinking about that, before I even watched the movie, I was like, you know, I can kind of see how this could work, how this could be a thing with a horror film. And it does. And, you know, like I said, this movie has a lot of great humor in it. It really does. It's got some humor. It's got terror. It's got suspense. It's got dread. It has teary-eyed moments, and it had moments like where I was like, why the heck is this movie getting to me? And that is because it gave me a Resident Evil 7 vibe, and this game scares the crap out of me. So it did its job. Guys, I'm going to give the movie Get Out an A. This movie just had so many things going for it. I strongly recommend that you guys go see this movie. I want to even go watch this movie again. And I'm going to go watch another movie today too, and that review is coming out soon. So guys, if you are ready, things are going to get awesome because we're going to find out exactly what happens in Logan. Have a good day, guys. Tell Aunt Rhody.